Hey everyone, it's good to see you. This is Pre-K to Mastery in Real Estate. We are lucky to have my thoughtful partners and panelists here. And we just want to kind of go around and talk to you a little bit about what we do on a daily basis, how we got here, and why we're doing this, and our backgrounds. We're all very thoughtful about this. So we're going to start with Kelly Duncan-Smith and let her give you a little background as why she is an esteemed panelist. Go ahead, Kel. Good to see you.
Hi, Kev. Good to see you guys. So, as Kevin said, my name is Kelly Duncan-Smith. I have been a real estate agent for 25 years in Mass, and I'm now licensed also in Connecticut for the last couple of years. My husband is licensed in Florida, so I'm actually in sunny Florida right now, so I spend a lot of time flying back and forth. I have three grown children, and we're doing this show because I wanted to do a little bit about giving back and sharing with one another of what we have been blessed with in real estate.
Thank you, Kelly. You are a giver. I know that firsthand, so I appreciate you being here. We've got Hank Bertodatto here in Southwest Florida. Hank, can you tell us a little bit about your background, please?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Thanks for having me on here and being with these esteemed panelists. And, super excited about this opportunity to share with agents, what we're going to do. But a little bit about my background. I got into real estate by accident back in 2010 because the BP oil spill led me to real estate. So I got licensed in 2012 here in Florida, and the goal is always to be a broker. So I've been doing that now for almost 7 years, built a very successful business. And, the great thing about it is that I love coaching, mentoring, and helping agents to the fullest extent. So in 2015, I got my state instructing license. I'm a master instructor with Larson Educational Services. And, I happen to be named one of the top 5 real estate instructors in the state of Florida at the end of 2017. So very proud of that. Very excited to be on this panel, share my knowledge. The other thing, I'm with eXp Realty, and we're growing this big team, so we have about 48 strong right now, and we'll probably do about $60 million in real estate this year as a team. So super duper excited about the opportunity that we have and to share this knowledge.
Hank, I know you're having a lot of fun, and we're going to continue to have fun with this panel. And so we've got Tracy Gagney live in Western Massachusetts. Tracy, it's wonderful to have you. You're a great teammate. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Hi guys, thanks for having me this morning. So we're here in Holyoke, Massachusetts. We run a small team. My husband and I have a team of 5. That includes 3 buyers agents and 2 admins. And we are really hoping to be able to bring some light and fun into the world of real estate. Real estate is something that people get into and they have the highest of expectations, but they don't really know what to do. They don't really know where to go. And Kelly and I are both very, very fond of helping agents find their way. And I really hope that this platform helps people do that, just helps them find their way and bring some really good information onto some things that they might be struggling with wherever it is in their companies. We're here to help. We truly are.
Thank you, Tracy. And my name is Kevin Debs. As I said, I'm with eXp Realty, and I've been lucky and blessed to be with eXp. So fortunate. And Hank, he's not kidding. He is a top 5 educator because he helped me get through my real estate courses down here in Southwest Florida. So thank you again, Hank. I can't thank you enough. But it's been 2 years. It's been absolutely a blast. And I tell you, after having 25 years on Wall Street, investment banking and trading, to be able to have this type of transition in real estate, deal with great people, and work with people at a company that is just so on the forefront of what's going on cutting edge with real estate. It's just been real fun. And so for me, I'm learning from this panel. They are lucky. I'm lucky enough. They say, you go ahead with the hot air and you talk. We'll just go ahead and answer a lot of the questions. We'll let you blend in about success and wealth and certain things that we just know everybody applies to every business. So with that, that's our panel. That's why we do this, or that's what we have in terms of a background. We're going to get into why we do this. And I'd like to start with Kelly. She mentioned about giving back, and I do know that's part of her core and what she loves to do. But Kel, just give a little bit about what you think this could evolve into for everybody in pre-K to mastery.
So the reason that it's called pre-K to mastery is because I'm always learning. Whether you're coming into real estate as a brand new agent or you've been around like me, like a dinosaur for 25 years, when I teach, I learn. And when you give back, it always comes back to you. So I always believe that I've been so blessed in having such a fabulous real estate career. I was with, I owned my own company for quite a few years, and then I was with Keller Williams for 14 years, and I just recently came over to EXP and met these fabulous guys, Kevin and Hank. And part of the reason that we started to do this was because whether you're new in real estate or you've been around forever and a day, there's always something to learn. There's every single day in real estate, there's something to learn. And we decided to get together and just give back.
Wonderful, and the fun for me, right, is I'm coming up the curve. If you talk about pre-K, I'm the definition of pre-K. And so I think about that logically, like you take courses, you have post-education, you have continuing education, but it's fun to get something live and have a connection with agents who really understand things and just can share their experiences and tell you kind of what not to do, right? Some of the life lessons are like, hey, Kevin, let me prevent you from yourself.
Yes.
Steps so you get there faster. And Hank's been great with that. He and I are partners down here, and that's how we all kind of evolved into this. And when he teaches, I certainly get an easy, I'm like, oh, that's why he's telling me that, like things that start to make sense because of the repetition and the replication you have in your model and how you guys have been successful. So Hank, I don't want to steal all your thunder. If you can give a little bit and expand on that, why you're doing this and why this is such a gift to the community, just from your teaching and your coaching.
Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit kind of with my background, both my parents were teachers. So I grew up with teachers. My mom was a special education teacher, which I give a lot of credit to those types of teachers, man. That's a very hard and thankless job a lot of times. So she did that for 30 years. My dad was a high school math teacher and counselor. So I grew up with that background of always wanting to help people. And it was funny when I got into real estate instructing, I fell in love with it. And I saw these students coming in, and whether it was pre-licensing, post-licensing, continuing education class, technology class. And when I saw the light bulb go off above their head, I was just like, boom, this is me. I love helping these people get there. So that was my big thing. And to kind of elaborate on the pre-K to mastery thing, the biggest thing for us is that this is not a class that we're going to do once a week that's just for new agents. Okay. The seasoned agent is going to be able to get a lot of golden nuggets out of what we're going to be chatting about every single week, whether it's open houses or referrals or buyer representation, listing representation, whatever it is. This is going to be geared towards all types of agents, all type of skill level, no matter how many years you've been in the business. Believe me, the core of real estate is to be ever learning and ever be educating yourself. And when you stop, that's really when your business stops, I believe. And I've seen a lot of agents that, their business has stopped and they've been in the business 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And they're like, Hank, I don't know where to go from here. And I'm like, well, have you read a book lately? Have you attended a class lately? Have you figured out how to break through the ceiling? And they're like, no. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. All right, let's sit down. Let's get back to the core, which is always educating ourselves. So I get a lot out of this. I love mentoring. I love coaching and training agents. And this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited about the topics that we have. So hopefully that answers your question, Kevin.
I really appreciate it, Hank. It's one of the things that, Hank does teach and he reiterates a lot. And I've heard this from Kelly and Tracy as well. When you think about yourself in any career, you want to say, look, if I look 3 to 5 years out, am I still at the same point I am today? And if you can get yourself to a platform or a level of education or certain understanding about things and improve, those are the things we're all looking for so that we're in a different spot. We're in a more successful, we're in a different level 3 to 5 years out. And so, Tracy, not to get too windy here on my end, just because this is fun for me. Tracy's got a team. She loves team building. That's where we're all here. Essentially, we do enjoy fostering and seeing people come over and be inspired, by certain things, whether it be a topic or whether it be a platform. So Trace, if you would, just give a little background of why you like to do this and why you feel like this will be beneficial to everybody in real estate.
Well, I truly believe I have a servant's heart, and that I love to, and I really, really love to have the opportunity to speak with people and to hear them and hear their struggles and really try to find a plan and a solution that's going to bring them through that and help them really achieve what it is they're hoping to do. So our business is really focused on client retention and agent retention, because we understand that our agents are our business and their clients are their business. So we really strive to make sure that everybody has the appropriate tools, the educational pieces, the coaching and the structure behind them to help them truly be successful, not only in their business, but to help them be successful with their clients. Because it is so important to be able to know what to say and have the opportunity to provide your clients with the tools that are going to help them through the journey of the home buying or home selling process. And that's what we're really here for, you know, to really help share the knowledge that we've gained. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from what you guys are willing to share with us as well, because you guys are such a wealth of knowledge and you guys come from the same servant's heart that I think we're all in the right place at the right time.
You know, timing's everything. You bring up a great point about that. And, you know, I can vouch for the panel, and I'm sure that people that listen in and start to, you know, understand and embrace what pre-K to mastery will be for them and participate with it. If we all foster team building, you know, we're at the right platform where, you know, even somebody like myself who's evolving in real estate, if I'm able to draw upon my experience of 25 years as a manager and a producer, you know, it's really about being able to communicate with people, treat people the way you want to be treated, share your knowledge, hear from them, take things and, you know, give back to them as well. I enjoy that, you know, as I've started to build my team and be able to draw upon all of your experience and help me, you know, when somebody's not sure about what I'm presenting to them, to be able to bring in somebody like the panelists to be able to talk to them is really a huge, you know, it's a lot of credibility, it's a lot of breadth and depth. And so we're fostering that type of communication on this platform, on this program, and how we go about and structure our real estate careers for our teams. So I think that's really, really helpful. And it's nice to hear every one of you, without me giving you a 3x5 card, it's nice to hear every one of you say that. It's great, because that's at the core of you. That's what defines you, and that's what you want to present, and that's what you're passionate about. So, you know, I mean, we've talked and expanded a little bit about who we are and why we're doing this for the last few minutes, and we'll go to questions at the end. I would just say, you know, for Kelly and Tracy, excuse me, you guys have worked well together the way Hank and I have kind of started to mesh well here. Just maybe, Kelly, if you could talk a little bit about having those type of partners in your business, how beneficial that is, you know, when you're kind of trying to build a platform and get your team to really respond. Would love to hear just a minute or two on how you've done that over 14 years with Tracy.
So one of the things when we were with Keller Williams, I wanted to start a team, and there was really nowhere to go to start a team. My OP just kept telling me to read the book, you know, so, okay, great. I've read it. I don't learn that way. So literally Tracy and I were the top agents in our at Keller Williams then, and that we came to EXP together. But we literally learned from each other. We were each other's teacher and student for the last 14 years. Every obstacle I had, I didn't have anybody to go to except for Tracy. And Tracy, I think, feels the same way about me. So we were each other's sounding boards, and we're each other's lifeline. And if, you know, it was having that each other, like, how do you build a team? How do you deal with this issue? How do you you know, whatever it was, Tracy and I always had each other. Thank God, because I know that my team wouldn't be as successful and as big as it is right now if I didn't have Tracy to go to and go, okay, I did it. Now what do I do? You know, I don't know what's next, you know? So
I don't know what to do.
I don't
know what to do.
Well, you know, one of the great things about being an expert is being able to bring issues to light very quickly. And Kelly, you know, God bless you for being able to do that with Tracy. So, you know, Hank, I'll just give you 60 seconds on that. You know, obviously we had our dynamic. It was forced upon Hank because I was in his class. But then I sought out Hank afterwards because he reached me at 46 taking a real estate exam. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I started to go through the process. It was his way of teaching, his way of reaching people, that I immediately felt like, hey, I can foster a partnership with this guy. And so I sought that out. And so, Hank, I'll just give you a little bit of time on team building. And, since I forced myself upon you, please be kind. Go ahead.
So Kevin calls it sought out. I call it stalking, but we'll neither here nor there.
The key word
he stalked me down and said, "Hey, you got to work. We got to work together." But no, it turned out to be awesome. And our dynamic, Kevin, has been great. We bounce stuff off each other, and we want to make sure that we're getting better every single day. There's no taking days off. Just keep grinding, keep hustling, keep at it, and make sure that we are improving whatever we're trying to improve upon every day. So having phone calls, having text messages, holding ourselves accountable on a daily, a monthly, a yearly basis, putting up our goals and saying, hey, Kevin, this is what I want to accomplish. And he said, okay, Hank, this is what I want to accomplish. And then holding each other's feet to the fire. But just, away from kind of this panel, I've had a bunch of people outside of this panel that, I rely on outside in the business, and I'll give a couple of them plugs. Michael Jackson has been an absolute phenomenal help to me in the business. Tom Fano, George Obadoser, and there's many others, but those three guys I bounce stuff off of consistently. And, whenever I need something, it's like, hey, let's mastermind it. Have you dealt with this before? Let's think outside the box here. And how can we, get this done or make it a win-win outcome? So, this panel is going to be great for that, but you have to go out there and find your own accountability partners that really can help you take yourself to the next level. And I actually read a quote recently that was sent to me, and I'm just paraphrasing, but basically what it said is the people that you hang out with now are who you're going to become in 5 years from now. And I thought that was pretty profound, and so you always want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with like-minded talent and people that you may want to emulate or be in 5 years from now. So, but you have to do the work today. It starts today. It's not tomorrow. It's not a month from now. It's not a year from now. You got to do it today. So hope that helps.
No, that makes sense. And I can say honestly, just as our dynamic has come together, the four of us, since we foster partnership amongst ourselves, we're forging that partnership, and it's become seamless because we believe in those principles. And the one thing that I can say to expand on your accountability, we follow up with each other. We make sure that we are always in more communication rather than less. We can always dial it down because we're used to that being the forefront and the bedrock of what a great relationship is, whether it be in business or just be, sort of as teammates. So, that's something that we haven't had to coach ourselves too much on, which is great. And I would just say for the people that are listening to this, the people that will listen to this, we're going to continue to get tighter. It's going to be more, not less. It's going to continue to draw upon each other's strengths, not less. And we're going to leverage each other into the conversations. And so we welcome everybody to do that as well. And, what I would say is we have a format here. We wanted to introduce ourselves. We wanted you guys to understand what this is. Hello, everybody. We want you guys to feel welcome. We want you to feel like it's interactive and have some fun with this. That is one of the key principles of what we do on a daily basis in our dynamic at our platform. And so the first topic we're going to lead off with next week, just to give everybody a preview, is going to be open houses. We have we have nothing but strength on this panel in open houses. And everybody, and I can even raise my hand, has participated in an open house. So this is all truthful. There's nothing fake about this. We are all able to expand on that. So we welcome you back next week. We're going to do this format every Wednesday at 9 a.m., rain or shine, because it's indoors, it's communication Zoom. You don't have to worry about the weather. You can just sit right down in front of your computer and join us. We're going to have this archived. We're going to have plenty of broadcasts, and we welcome you to the fun and enjoyment. And we want to grow with you. So if there's nothing left from the panel, I'm going to go ahead and say we're on to next week. Thank you all for your time. It's been fantastic, and I'm excited about our future together. So I'll let everybody say goodbye.
Right, Kevin, one more thing. Kevin, one more thing. Just so everyone knows, we want to be very cognizant of your time. So we are going to run this thing from 9 a.m. to about 9:20. Roughly, and then we're going to allow for 10 minutes of questions and end promptly at 9:30. So we want to, this is going to be bing bang, a lot of information thrown at you, and then we're going to give an opportunity for questions, but we want to keep that 30-minute time frame so that you can get back to your day, you can get back to your time blocking, whatever you want to do, but plan on this every Wednesday, 9 a.m., 30 minutes, man, you can spare that 30 minutes, we promise. You can get back to your lead generation right after that, or whatever you're working on. So
perfect. Start your day off right. All right, guys. Pre-K to mastery, first episode down. Boom, we're done. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you next week.